Another round of CRF1. Today we are in Hungary and we're starting off with rain in qualifying in round 5. With me, of course, my beautiful co-commentator, yet again, Friggy.
Oh, thank you so much for that intro. Oh my god, it's raining. Oh my god.
My guy kind of late to the party now, is he? Well then, we have a really nice session ahead of us. Like already said, wet qualifying. Seems kind of good. What is the race going to bring?
Nobody knows. I guess we'll see.
Nobody knows yet, but of course
but
we
it's great
will
to
see in a second.
an old fan favorite is joining us today. So probably the most successful driver
In CRF history,
ever.
yeah.
Technically Ryan, I guess, is, but I mean, Jack will be here today. Multiple World Driver Champion, multiple Constructors Champion, etc., etc.
We are, of course, at the Hungaroring, right in Hungary. And currently our championship is looking quite spicy. Last race was won by Sausage Joe and he did not receive any penalties of some sort. So that means he is keeping the win as well. But leader of the standings currently with, I think, over 20 points is Josh Rose. Let me quickly confirm that. Yeah, Josh Rose currently 62 points. Right behind that, Mikas and then Brand. So Chicken got knocked out of the top 2 and knocked back down into P4 on the driver standings. And with the win that Sausage Joe got, Racing Bulls, V-Carb, got knocked up into P6 in the standings. So far, the only team without points is Kick Sauber and Alpine. Mikas and Heide Leo, both wonderfully positioned at P1 with 65 points, with Williams closely behind with 62. So basically, at the moment, Josh Rose is carrying Williams.
Yeah, he's been having an excellent season, and it's not just been pure pace, but it's just been consistency and lack of mistakes. I mean, he's been in the front group most races, if not all the races. But to be able to get the most out of every result and never have one of those off days like we've seen almost all of his competitors have, yeah, just very impressive. So let's see if he can keep that up here in the wet.
It's time, it's time for the first laps of qualifying. Guys, crack open a drink.
Nice.
And let's just watch the race and enjoy it like we should. Yeah, we got Swifty being the first person on track to set a lap time. Now a tier 1 driver. He did get moved up from tier 2 due to his pace that he's shown over the last couple of races, and now it is time for him to show what he can really do.
Yeah, he did reserve already last week as well, and he did really well. I think he was around in the top 5 most of the race. Just dropped out near the end with a little bit of a touch with someone else, and then deciding to let his teammate pass because he was just a reserve back then. But yeah, his pace more than good enough here.
Yes.
Just the first thing he said in Twitch chat as well was, "For fuck's sake, I'm not in, and the first thing I see is rain." So I don't think he's looking forward to this session, but let's see. And maybe he's just sandbagging a bit.
Sub is currently serving his quali ban, I think. That's why
which one?
Is, yeah,
he has
which
two,
one? He has 2, I think, as well. Yeah. No, but he is serving his qualifying ban, so that means he is not racing at this time. But of course, in the race, it's gonna look different.
Yeah, I'd be upset not to be able to get some practice in. I know he's been having some coaching, and I think we talked about that last time he raced, but it didn't quite bear any fruit yet.
It didn't help out any way, shape, or form yet. So yeah, but of course, Martin instantly snatching a Swifty and getting him under his fingernails under contract in CRF1. We see here Swifty finishing a lap, going through the last turn.
Yeah, and speaking of Martin, his home Grand Prix drove an excellent race in Tier 2, as we see the fast lap, won 25.5, and that is 5/10 clear of Hydra. That's great to see for Swifty. But yeah, Martin had a great race in his home Grand Prix, as I said, in Tier 2. I think he just finished just outside of the points, outside of the podium rather, sorry, due to a track limit penalty, but on pace, top 3. So let's see if he can keep that pace up here today.
as we go on board for the last couple of corners with the fan favorite, with the one of, if not the most successful CRF1 driver in history, Welch Jack, who is returning for this race as a reserve driver for Ferrari and puts in a nice...
Swifty saying that he did not want to see rain. He is clear of everyone so far, including the likes of Jelmer and Mikas. And even Jack.
Yeah, no, he is definitely somewhere.
Oh, that's a little bit too much curve. Oh,
yeah, that is. It is, of course, on board now with the race winner from Silverstone last race out. Let's see what he can do. He went a bit squirrely to turn 5, I think it is.
Seeming to struggle a lot with understeer and not wanting to steer his car too much in order not to lose the rear, but it's just making the front not grip up at all, and it's just a little squirrely. But it is a purple middle sector for Sausage Joe, if we can believe
that
EA Sports. Never sure if that's
Hi to
true.
Leo.
Hi to Leo shows that someone can beat Swifty at least.
Someone...
I thought it was just
Right, Leo being someone we don't necessarily see in the top spots on the timing tables. Now currently provisional P1 in this Hungarian Grand Prix qualifying
He could just be Senna in disguise as
Sausage Joe puts in a 25.1. The track improving.
Is this
rapidly.
rain still going on? Is the rain still going?
Yeah, there is a little bit of rain, not much.
It might be just drying up because the track seems to be getting faster as purple sectors are being shown everywhere.
Yeah,
that
Parker
being said,
now
there's a yellow
getting a good time.
So.
Willow getting a nice time in. Also a new guy from a different racing league coming in here.
Yeah, a lot of numbers. I hope that's not anything like a social security number or something. It's wet the entire session.
It's wet the entire session, yeah, but it still might dry up a little bit comparatively, so that means times are getting faster over time as well.
Does he mean the race maybe, to give us an idea? It is still raining.
But 50-50 dry at the end. Oh, okay, so he does... I do think he means that it's gonna be dry maybe in the end.
What a drift from Jelmer there through the left-hander. That is such a tricky turn to get right. In a dry! Oh, he has a spin in the right-hander starting sector 2. It's such a tricky corner. I had a little spin there almost in the race, penultimate lap as well, so... yeah, in the rain, can't imagine this is very tricky, even for people the likes of Jelmer.
Yeah, so far, we got a couple of drivers reserving today. We got Martin Varga, ex-Tier 2 driver, driving for his team, as he is the team principal of Aston Martin. Quite funny, because Martin and Aston Martin. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the joke that we were going for when he was put there.
Yeah, Rab Zog, of course, also reserving. Doesn't have a seat in any other tier. He is just reserving in Tier 1. And, of course, we got Ethan UFC, current championship leader in Tier 3. So we got
great to see these talents from different tiers just joining, seeing what they're made of in here, and P10 for now. Very, very good for him.
Yeah.
As F50 around the final corner.
24/7. That's something that he is hoping for. Last time, I spoke to him after Canada, after his qualifying session. He said if it's wet, he's gonna destroy, and that's something we are seeing currently with a time that is 0.3 faster than his teammate in the RB.
Definitely I'm imagining that F50 is just really good in the way. I know from experience how fast he can be in there, but still, it does look like some dry line is showing, and so maybe getting a little bit of advantage from that as well, as we do continue to see laps improving. Swifty was P1 not very long ago, and now he's down to P9. So
Reb Willow, though, a second up on his time, if we can believe the Delta. If that is the case, that's going to be a 24-2.
Yeah,
going
so
around
the track is just improving, I think.
We got a 24-3 by Parker. Parker doing a really good job here, winning Canada, of course. But now let's see, is Willow able to improve that much? Let us see if he is.
I reckon he can.
He has a 23.8. Wow. Okay, the track is drying up rapidly, so we might be able to even get one or two, maybe even a dry tire run at the end here with what we're seeing.
That's always tough though, because on this game, what it seems to be is that very early the track somehow like dries up very quickly, so like the pace increases a lot, but the softs don't, like the dries in general don't really start to activate until it's very dry. Like the inters are just better. That was a little bit awkward from, I think, Rebzog or Willow.
That was that was either Repzok or Willow, yeah.
Yeah, good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was an Aston Martin.
Yeah.
I thought it was an Aston Martin at the first time, and I was like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, so with the rain, we saw it in rain stopped a minute ago, by the way, according to Swifty. We saw it in Silverstone that the inters stay good for so long. Modern Chicken improving as well, but the softs and the mediums and the hards don't start working until quite late, till it's really dry. As Jack up seconds on his own time, and so I'm assuming
Drifts around the last corner,
yeah, that's fine.
but
That's
goes over the line
child's
in
play for him.
P1.
Child's play for him.
Provisional pole after provisional pole right here in the Hungarian qualifying session of CRF1. Looking good so far for each and every driver. There is a lot of improvement to gain, so people like Rapzog and Hyder Leo can still get a good position out of this. Question is, when is it time for dries?
Yeah, it's tricky because it is still very slippery on some parts. That could also be the tires overheating. So very tricky. Timing wise, it just might be waiting as long as possible and then just doing one soft run at the end and hoping it activates.
Yeah.
As Sausage Joe up P2.
Chicken going for
Chicken
run
up
after
to
run.
3.
We already got the first couple of soft runners. We got Parker and Willow currently on the soft tire.
Wow, that seems early. They aren't out yet.
They aren't out
they've
yet.
just put it on.
They've just put it on, yeah.
Oh, they
Hyder
are out.
Leo.
Oh, no, he's not.
Hyder Leo now going on pole position with a
22-4.
22-4, yeah. Good look at the end. Good look for him there. Martin strategically waiting in the pits. I don't know if that was necessarily that good of an idea, but we'll see
would
if
have
it
done
pays
at
off.
least one interrun if I were him, just to have, like, if he invalidates now, he's just dead last. He could have just done a decent lap near the end of the
Yeah.
inters, and
The worst
like
part
if you
is
do any inters lap now, you're just secured a top 10 basically.
Yeah.
Like in case people invalidate and such.
Yeah.
Although now it might be too dry, as it does look very dry out there.
Tires are bleeding massively.
So though inters might overheat in sector 2, and then there's just no grip. Swifty updates us once again, our on the scene correspondent.
100% softs at the end. Yeah, Swifty, you might want to concentrate on the qualifying session of yours. P9 doesn't necessarily look that good for you right now.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's nice to have a driver in there to give us some updates. So clearly some softs for everyone. And now it's gonna just be a squabble for position on track, as Yachu not finding any time. But he is in P3, so he did do another lap, just like Josh Rose, and that's exactly the point I was trying to make, is now these guys are in the top 3. If in some world they mess up their last lap, as a 50 did invalidate, they have some sort of banker that could still be enough for a decent-ish place,
Swifty,
given that many people might not be able to do another lap.
Swifty's out on the inters.
That's surprising. With 4.5 minutes to go, he will just abort this, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he should abort this. That
He might be helping
rubbering
everyone
the track.
by rubbering up the track, getting the dry line more dry. Oof.
Yeah,
he was gonna. I'm 100% sure he was gonna abort this anyway. Because there's no reason to finish this lap. You will never make it then. But
he
interesting.
makes it better for each and every driver. He could have just went out last and done a lap, get the best grip out of all of them. But nah, he's rubbering up the track for everybody.
Yeah, but including himself, right?
Yeah, including himself, but he gives the others the chance to have more grip.
Oh.
Whoa, a little bit of a lag spike there.
Thanks, EA. Yeah, if you thought this game was bad, you have to try EFC 25. As
I'd rather play
everyone-
Minecraft on the CRF Minecraft server. It's cheaper. It's a lot more fun.
Sponsored by Track Titan.
No, that isn't sponsored by Track Titan.
Yeah, as Swifty goes back into the pits, doing God's work here, and everyone else just waiting.
Yeah, everybody else just waiting except for Hydra, who's already out on soft. Ooh, slippery.
Yeah, and this is kind of the concern I had. It takes a while for the dries to actually become quick. Although I imagine it will be dry enough. Even if it is very slippery, they are still miles off of the actual pace. Whoa, that's a big slip though. Oh, he goes back in?
He is going back in. He doesn't think dry's cutting it right now. Track too greasy
Will
for him.
it actually not be dry? You can't just speed in fully, but that's fine.
Yeah, doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, respect. Burn the whole set of tires, just
yeah, and as he's coming in, Hydra is instantly typing, why it look full dry but still slippy?
Yeah, this is going to be the concern.
Hydra Leo, going out on Inters.
Go to Inters. He might just go for another Inters run, but if it's Inters, like there's no... if everyone goes on Inters, you should go on Inters, but if everyone goes softs, you might as well also go for softs, because like...
I'm just waiting for
if
everybody...
it is too slippery anyway,
I'm just waiting for
they won't improve, right? So you might as well go on softs as well, just to do a lap to cover, in case it is faster.
Yeah, everybody is currently on soft tires, at least in the pit lane. First person that is out
Chicken out
was
on
Hydra.
soft, F50 out on soft.
But Hydra
you have to understand, like, even though it still feels very slippery on the softs, as I would do a slower lap if I were here, Hydra Leo, those tires will overheat. But even if it feels very slippery, you're still 8 seconds away.
DRS enabled.
That
now
is usually your moment.
That's usually when it starts to dry up.
Exactly, but still, you're still 8 seconds off the pace, right? So you can lose 8 seconds worth of being slippery, being slippery around the track.
And everybody's on the outlap. The only person currently on intermediate tires is Hydra Leo, who is going to start his lap right at this very moment. As we are going down the main straight, let's go back to none and let's watch this party getting started. Brakes at about 100 meter board, takes it really nicely into the first corner.
So dry.
Looks so understeery though. He is starting to struggle. Might be the tire temperatures giving him a little bit of a problem.
If he has tire temps out of turn 1, it's gonna be a rough lap for Hydra Leo.
Yeah, he's already
on that throttle. Wow.
He's not looking too good so far, but it could still be the fastest
still.
sector 1. And it is a purple sector 1. 8 tenths up on his time.
We have to see how he compares to the people behind him. What's F50 doing?
F50, where is he?
P13.
P13, F50 is 1.4 cell.
Yeah.
Never mind, it isn't. He is not up on 1.4 seconds. He is not. And my game just...
Tapped out?
Let's hope. Yes, it just tapped out. Everything's still good. And my camera is following a 50 from over here. Thank you, EA. That's a 50. There we go. Let's go back, though, with Hydra Leo. He is currently 2 seconds up on his time.
That's still 6 seconds off the pace. So the softs need to just a little bit of pace to beat him, but he will set the first good lap time. It is a 1:19.706. If that's the pole time today, put me in tier 1.
Yeah, put you into tier 1. But we got other people still out on track on soft tires. First one to cross the line on those soft tires is going to be F50.
Go on, boy.
Go on, buddy. Let's go.
We're not partial, but come on. Give that a good lap. It's a
1:21.3.
Did they make the wrong call? Is it actually Inters, or did F50 just have a moment? What Motor Chicken? He has invalidated. It's not going to be him either. What will the Ferrari behind him do? Welsh Jack. He is the fan favorite. at least in our eyes. And will he around the final corner? So slippery, but he will not be able to beat it either. It's 120.6. And Sausage Joe 119.8 as the track is improving over time and everyone gets slightly better track conditions. But for now, Hyder Leo on the inters has been a genius call. Can anyone get him off that provisional pole position? Josh Rose might try. 1.6 seconds up. He goes around the final corner and he does not take pole position either. Parker's the final one that can do it, but he cannot do it either. And that means Hyder Leo, Hyder Leo got pole position on the intermediate tire.
Really
Oh
well
my.
performed. Good strategy call there from Hyder Leo. Really well
What
done
a-
from him there. What a call to stay on the inters. Really good from him there. Nothing else you can say negatively about it. No, everything is looking extremely good for Hyder Leo here. He has all the cards open to play for.
And did Martin do what I said? He invalidate his final lap or what?
I don't think he actually went out.
Why?
I don't know. Well done though from Hyder Leo, who is on the pole position. Really good call from him, staying on those inter tires. They were a lap old, but that didn't hinder him from getting pole position. In P2, we got Sausage Joe closely following behind, about a 10th off. And then we got Josh Rose in P3, Swifty in P4, Hydra in P5, Welsh Jack coming back to get a P6 spot on the grid, looking good for him. P7 for Willow, Parker P8, Mikas surprisingly in P9. A lot of positions need to be made up by him. Jakku in P10, F50 in P11, Rabzog in P12, Modern Chicken in P13, a Tier 3 driver Ethan UFC in P14, Jelmer in P15, serving as qualifying ban, and Martin not setting a lap in P17.
Martin finishing behind a guy with a quali ban, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikas down in 9th, but all hope is not lost as that looks very sunny.
We are at the track. We are racing soon. I'm going to quickly tab out to close down the program just to make sure that it's not going to happen again with the tabbing out, because in the race, it is quite crucial that that doesn't happen as soon as the safety car is out. The game is glitching out the safety car and there's just more carnage.
Yeah, we know who to blame now.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm doing that on purpose because
just salty about not being not having a seat anymore.
Yeah, that's why I need to take it out on tier 1 instead of tier 2.
Yeah, of course.
Makes sense, of course. Yeah.
Give yourself more work as FAA. So
it's not even that I quit on own volition or anything. Parker would have kept me in that seat. Nah,
that'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. Yeah.
Why would you leave this amazing game?
You're saying amazing game, nah. Sorry, nah.
All right. It sounds like people have readied up.
The last couple of clicks.
Strategy, mediums and hards and mediums. It's going to be a risky call to make, but we have 4 and 5 lights, 17 drivers here in the Nagara ring for season 9, round 5, and it's a good launch from Hyder Leo on the outside, and Sausage Joe cannot quite draw alongside for now, as it is Josh Rose alongside with Swifty, who breaks late, but not late enough. Will he get the position? Josh Rose defending hard, but can he keep it on the inside of the Aston driver? And the answer is yes. And so that's P3 still for Josh Rose. Oh, he's still looking. Swifty does not want to get that position up too easily, but has the seed just now. Oh, wait, he lagged out behind. Josh Rose lagged and now is down into 4th, and Swifty takes that position for free.
Yeah, he does. We got some fighting going on into the chicane by Welsh Jack compared to Josh Rose, though. Josh Rose winning that one. We got Willow and Hydra side by side going through the nice couple of corners that just twists around the circuit. What an amazing battle we have going on here. But it seems that Willow has taken the lead on that part. We got a battle for P10 and P9 over here with Modern Chicken fighting Rabzog.
Wow, Rabzog, people go for moves everywhere. Like on this track, it's so
Rabzog. Whilst we have Jakku and Hydra in the front going for another little battle. Let's join up with that one.
Have gone alongside like the entire final sector and somehow kept it clean as far as I could see. That's great racing.
We got a good little battle, but Mick is now saying, hey, I want that position as well. We got a Hydra going on the outside. Close. Mick is going for the inside. He gets it done. Mick is now with the better acceleration out of that corner, even though he took the inside line, gets the move done. We have a lot of fighting going on in the first couple of minutes in the race already. So far, so good. People have started to calm down at least a little bit, so there's no overtakes as
Maybe
of
we
now.
can see the tire situation.
Yeah,
Important.
let us quickly see the tire situation. Everybody is on
Wow.
mediums, apart from Sausage Joe, Willow, and Martin.
Joe in second still on that hard tire. He's loving life. As long as he can keep it within that DRS, 9.5 tenths becomes 1 pretty quickly. And Hyder Leo has broken DRS. So a lot of overtake needs to be used here in order to try and catch back up. But with those hards, this section is going to be so tricky to catch back up.
Yeah, Hyder Leo
And I
now
think he's done it. He's
advancing the
broken.
gap by 1.2 seconds already. The Hearts not really wanting to drive around the track quite nicely.
Fortunately for Swifty, he has DRS, and then if he uses that to pass Sausage Joe, he might be back into the DRS of Hyder Leo.
But of course now DRS enabled. We got an overtake from Swifty behind now into P2. Good move from him.
Yeah,
Really
now
good
needs
move
that
from him.
DRS to try and catch back up into the 1 second, as he does.
Jack goes a bit wide, leaves a bit of a window open for Willow, which he's not able to take.
Yeah, that's
At the
right. Just too
moment,
short with the DRS.
Not
You
really
need a
any fights
much
going
bigger
on.
wreck.
But we already see lots of different lines from all the drivers, which is impressive to see that they still keep the amount of pace that they have with all their driving styles in this race so far. Pole position taker Rosso Hyder Leo made a mistake somewhere as Swifty is right up his boot.
Is Martin in AI, or is he just
Dropped. Nope, he's just slow.
damn, bro? Why you gotta do him like that?
I'm doing everybody like that.
He was
you know?
pretty quick yesterday.
Yeah, he was pretty quick. I saw that. I mean, I didn't watch the race yet. I'm going to rewatch it because I always do.
Crazy.
But I heard he was
Tier
pretty
2 manager, by
fast.
the way, guys.
Yeah, I was driving my own 3-hour race, so let's not talk about that though. We got some action
Honestly,
on track.
Swifty is honestly, like, I know that we knew that he was fast enough as he opened and closed his DRS there. We saw that. Did a little DRS wave to the crowd. That was great to see.
Yeah,
But
great to
seeing him up in P2 is something I
Modern
hadn't
Chicken
even...
though goes for an overtake on Hydra now. Hydra on the outside does take the worst line and needs to slot in behind Modern Chicken, who also got past Parker at some point.
Yeah, a little touch, but nothing too serious. As crazy lockups there from Mikas, I think it was, who decided to deploy a smoke screen to the drivers behind as he is chasing Jachu.
Yeah,
Am I
I'm
pronouncing
calling
that
him Jaku. I'm calling him Jaku. Just easier to say.
No, that sounds crazy because we have a Jack. I'll go him Jachu.
Jachu. Well, the race has calmed down a little bit. We got a couple of small gaps that we are able to see. Rabzog
Yep.
already getting a little 3-second time penalty for going off the track a couple of times too much. But
Yeah,
so
I kind of
far,
imagined that was going to be an issue today, but this is a bit early. Lap 4. Although I think I heard a few people say yesterday in lap 2 they already had their 2 warnings and they just had to chill from that point onwards. So
far though,
not very out of order to have
nothing
a penalty now.
crazy is going on right now. Let us see from
Will Swifty swap
Hyderleos.
here? Yes, he will. Swifty is going to lead his first lap in CRF1.
Yeah, first lap in CRF1 led.
Woo!
Is he going to make it? Yes, he is. But now that invites
Oh.
Sausage Joe behind Hyderleo to take that other position off of him. They're side by side going into turn
He's
3
got it.
now.
Yeah, Sausage Joe's like, I won last week, I want to win another one, and this is where the mediums and hards are around the same pace. I think in a lap or 2, maybe 3, the hards will just be straight up faster, and that is the point where I expect Sausage Joe to make a move and then immediately try
Ethan is
to
already
break DRS
pitting.
within that lap.
Ethan already pitting. Let us quickly see on the tire graphic. He's already going onto the hards.
Yeah, that is very early, but hards can make it.
They can,
But tire wear
will
is pretty
they?
significant here, especially on that left front, left rear. Depending on setup, which one wears more. But yeah, as long as you keep them under, as long as you keep them from overheating, rather, you should be able to make it even with 30 laps. Not ideally though
So-
for Ethan. Probably had some damage. But at least that means Martin is no longer in last place, as Sausage Joe does make the move, and he will try to immediately break DRS now, if he can. because
those
it might just be time for the hearts already. Lap 6.
Yeah, could be. Not quite too sure. Got a little bit of movement going on in the background. We got Sub really close to F50 now. Sub going side by side into the turn 3 with F50. He takes the inside line. Basically tries to do a switcheroo. Not really possible though for him, as he's not able to get onto the accelerator quite
Don't go
fast
side by
enough.
side
He
here,
doesn't
man.
go side
Okay.
by side through this corner. Doesn't tap him. He keeps it at least clean. So he's
Yeah, I'm
up to
always a bit
P13
scared.
after his qualifying ban, and therefore starting in P16 because Martin did not set the lap. So that looks
Ooh,
quite good.
Mikas.
Mikas is doing an overtake through the twisty section of Sector 2.
That's crazy. That's a great move from him, or just a mistake from Willow. That's
Check.
Jack. Wow, I don't think I've seen that in a race in a long time. Jack with a 3-second
Last
penalty.
season, yes, but other than last season, that one time that he got it, no.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often to him. But yeah, might just be pushing a bit more because he doesn't care. He's just a reserve.
Swifty though already starts losing the limit on the DRS right now. He's
Yeah,
right on the
medium's
limit.
falling off at this point, right? Lap 7. The Hearts will break DRS here, almost guaranteed. He will get it here just to help defend against Leo, but Swifty struggling with tire wear, I'm guessing, as the pad does seem to have higher tire wear, but also better grip on rears, so it's a tough balance. There's a big moment there for Swifty, pushing so hard to try and stay with Sausage Joe, but I think it's just an unwinnable battle, though. Sausage Joe is also pushing very hard to try and stay out, and so we have two people fighting super hard, and he's gonna keep within DRS unless he has a worse third sector, which he might. This last few two corners will be pretty tough for those old mediums.
Yeah, but we can already see the gap on track. Just look at the amount of space there is already between Sausage Joe
he's
and
broken.
Swifty. DRS is now broken, which means this is a fight for P2 and not for P1 anymore. We got a couple of people in the fight for this. I would say up till Willow, we got a fight for P2 going on. All of them. Martin now getting a 3-second time penalty. He's also boxed already. We got a couple of moves over here. We got Swifty getting attacked by Josh Rose, losing that position already. Willow right side by side next to him. So Swifty is losing a lots of positions. Is he going to lose P4 too? Willow keeps it pretty squeezed it pretty much, but it looks good for him. Swifty now still in P4, but that was a loss and a half.
Yeah, Swifty's really struggling on these tires. I'm guessing tire wear really hurting his performance now. Maybe pushed a little bit too much, and now overheating starting to affect his tire life, but also performance. Unfortunately for him, that did cost him a few positions as Welsh Jack. That is not how the corner goes, but yeah, just takes a warning, I guess, and continues with his merry little day.
Yeah, as long as he's in the
But
DRS
yeah,
train.
it's also show MPO.
Yeah, he extended the corner a bit longer. Maybe he lifted off the throttle slightly to not get a warning there. That's just a maybe though, not sure.
I mean, Sausage Joe in P1 on the hards, having a 2-second gap. I mean, what more do you want?
Jack goes pitting already.
Only thing he has to be careful of, which I mean he can't do much about it, is a safety car between now and lap 20.
Yeah, we got a couple of swaps for position. We got Modern sorry, that's Welsh Jack. But Willow now is side by side with Swifty again. Swifty really losing out now. Doesn't seem to have the grip in the tires anymore. As Willow makes an easy job of it, and Jack retired.
Oh.
So we have no Ferrari driver anymore. That's manual retirement number 2 of this season. So if he ever decides to come back,
I don't think he has a intention to drive more, but shame to see his race end in this way. Surprised to see him give up this early. He was not in that bad of position, but
if he ever decides to come back, that will be a qualifying ban.
Yeah.
Not good.
A lot of ifs there, but let's focus on the race. A 2.6 second gap for Sausage Joe, but Josh Rose will probably just be happy in P2, although he will lose a bunch of positions here on the DRS. He just wants to be in this group. just wants to get a good result. Doesn't require P1 with the lead that he has. And Willow not using overtake here. Just gonna let these two swap. No.
No, they're staying in a train. Why?
And helping going into none there to not overtake. Whoa, big moment there from Russell Heider-Leo. But a good save. As Sub and F50 still battling it out.
The
Both,
Indian and the American going for the position number 11. Already quite far away from the second group that we have. I would say we have the first group, which is just Sausage Joe.
Oof. Swifty
Then,
getting it in.
we get a nice glimpse at the second group, which is Josh Rose up to Jakku. And in P8, we got Parker then with a 3-second gap towards Hydra. And then we got group number 3, which is Sub and F50, and the rest is just Jelmer and Rabzog, Ethan and Martin.
Yeah, a lot of action early on, and now it's kind of calmed down. I think yesterday we had 2 safety cars around this time.
Doesn't mean that it won't happen. Doesn't mean that it won't happen, but it still can.
True. Tier 1, slightly higher standards maybe. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But I wonder if Sub and F50 have driven head-to-head before. But here, move Willow onto the podium positions. As Heider-Leo has nothing to defend that position, and that is a great move.
Willow is on the better tire compound.
Driver.
He is on the better compound of tires, so he makes it work a bit nicer.
Aren't they both on mediums?
Nope. Willow is on those wide-walled hard tires.
I see. That's why Willow's started to really speed up. I get you.
Yeah, compared to the others, but still, the others doing quite an okay job for the tires
Swifty.
that they have.
That's his second already. That's 6-second penalty already for Swifty.
Yeah, the biggest problem will be, though, what is going to happen after the pit stops? Willow needs to get past Josh Rose and just pull away as much as he can right at this very moment. Because right now he's just getting held up by the tires.
He's losing a lot of time to what he could be doing time-wise. Also burning probably his tires a bit more than he would want. But at the same time, you can save some fuel, save some ERS, and then burn that all later.
Maybe those people are not even...
he will not be happy to see Josh Rose continuing. Unless he can pass and get out of the DRS immediately this lap. I think his pace should be fast enough now, or rather, the medium should have fallen off enough now.
Yeah, it should be quite considerably fallen off. We got Mikas, Parker, Jakku, and Jelmer going into the pits now. They are probably going onto the hot tire at this very stage of the race. Jelmer 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Happens easily on this game, but still something you should be looking out for more when you know that it's so tricky on this game. But yeah, as Willow trying to push and is also catching Sausage Joe by around 2-3 tenths, and will be breaking DRS this lap. I'm almost certain the last sector will be very tricky.
We are now seeing some gaps starting to form between different drivers.
Holy pace by Willow, just gained 6 tenths on Sausage Joe there. Probably using a lot of ERS to break DRS, so that makes sense. But
no, he is not. He is still on about 80%. He's just pushing his heart out right now. He keeps it in the lines. He does it quite well at the moment. Looking really good to catch Sausage Joe in the next 3-4 laps. Which means an overtake is imminent, and which also means that he is, at the moment, leading the race. Of course, after the pit stops.
Josh Rose continues on that medium tire. That's surprising. Undercut quite strong here. Oh, flag. Is that Martin?
That's Martin. He lost his front wing. And we got a virtual safety car out now for that broken wing.
Martin just span in last place and causes a virtual safety car. Now, does that help the people who are already in the box? I reckon so, right?
Already in the box, maybe not, but people who are going into the box now, they are going to get an advantage and a half from it. The pit stop time is not halved, but I would say it's still a third of the time. No, sorry, 2/3 of the time that usually a pit stop is. As we just seen in the camera angle beautifully in the back.
Oh, Martin, don't do it! Oh my goodness, he almost... crashed into the pit entry like we saw yesterday. Oh, he's gonna speed, isn't he?
No, he's not. He's looking
Good
clean.
for
He's
him.
looking clean. Of course, we're waiting right now for that magical DRS enabled, so we know that the virtual safety car is turned off, which will put us back into the race.
we are.
Willow now, let's see what Willow can take back as an advantage. Oh my god, Willow just caught Sausage Joe sleeping massively.
And Josh Rose will be mad because he will want to box now.
Nope.
What is he doing? How long is he going on those mediums?
To be fair, he is keeping a consistent gap, so he maybe tries to just keep the tires fresher a bit.
Yeah, but 16, 17, 18. You fall like around Hydra, like P9.
Yeah. I don't know what the strategy is. Maybe he knows something that we don't.
He'll have the better tires at the end, but the hards don't wear nearly as much as the mediums are, so unless he's expecting some safety car action from fighting in the midfield, this is going to be a very tricky strategy to make work, as Swifty knocking on the door of Mikas.
Actually, the opposite way around. Mick is overtaking Swifty on that straight.
That's fair enough.
Mikas is in P5 with Hydro Leo still in P4, hasn't pitted, is...
Oh, that's wide. I can see why Swifty's getting warnings then. Oh, that's not a curb you want to touch.
Swifty really struggling on the consistency side of things. Still, his pace is amazing as Jakku dives down the inside into the chicane and makes it stick like a madman.
Swifty, I don't know if I'm just getting the vibe, but like he drives around angrily. Like the way he drove that second sector just seems forced.
Yeah.
And that will end not well. English, difficult language speaking is as Swifty just about stays ahead of the Mercedes. But Chicken knocking on the door and probably gonna get through here with DRS.
Looking quite promising. Still way faster than Swifty is with the DRS open.
And Swifty from P2 looking like he could be fighting for the win, down to 9th with 2 penalties. 8th rather, for now.
But there is a difference. Martin yesterday got P4 in the race in Tier 2, but now dead last in P16. So we got a lot of pace difference between the two tiers.
I also think he's just not driving well today so far.
Yeah, so far it's not looking good for him. But yeah, no other battles going on at the moment. Parker is really close to Swifty.
Swifty
he wants
also
to
not
say
driving
hello.
well.
He wants
Third
to
penalty already.
Yeah, Parker wants to say hello and let me by. I am car, I am fast.
I am car, let me pass.
I am car, I am fast, let me pass.
Parker wants to
Josh Rose now, hitting.
the win again of it's Josh Rose, yeah. Boxing lap 16, that's like 4 laps later than I would have imagined. And we'll see him fall down, I think the 10th?
I think even maybe 12th.
I mean, that cannot be worth it.
Maybe the tire difference is something that we really do not know about.
He lost that tire difference now, didn't like I don't know. Maybe
yeah, he lost it, but maybe the tires are now speeding up quite considerably. He did end up coming out in front of a 50. A 50 that was
oh my god, he
strong
did finish P10. I should engineer.
Yeah, you probably should. Stop driving in Tier 2. Stop winning so much.
It's probably after I retire from Tier 2, I'll retire as commentator here and just become. Oh, Martin, he's crashed again. Safety
car!
Oh, Martin! And this is why Mikas doesn't like people from other tiers joining. Because Martin caused both a VSC and safety car by crashing in the same place.
But he has the right.
No, yeah, I mean...
He has the right to drive
How
here.
did he crash there twice?
I have no clue. He is saying, what the frick is wrong with my grip? It's worse than yesterday.
Martin loading wrong setup. Question?
Question? But this
That's
is a safety car.
shocking.
Who is going to benefit from it? Saw the show and Willow going into the pits now. I don't know if it's quite too early for that, to be honest.
No, you just go to another set of mediums?
No, they were on hards.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have. This is exactly what happened yesterday, although it happened like 15. But like you're forced to box here, right?
Yeah,
Because it's
you
a free
are.
pit stop. But these mediums will,
Die.
and Mikas's genius shines through here, will just about make it to the end, but you will be close to puncture territory.
Yeah,
I
so
think
we
the
got
longest they can do is 20 laps, but then you're on puncture territory, like every, yeah.
every
So
single
18
lap,
laps,
something
maybe 17 if the safety car comes in a lap later. That should be doable. But it's gonna be tricky, and they definitely won't have the better pace over the hards, but they are forced to. So let's see if they can make it work anyway. Lucky for them, I don't think the safety car will come in this lap, because look at where that McLaren is of Jelmer.
This is
So
getting everybody back in the race, like Rabzog, with that big gap that he had before. Same
yeah,
with Ethan and same with Jelmer. So they are basically back in the race with a little to no consequence. Of course, let us see the tire graphic to see what everybody is on. We got some fresh mediums on the top two and the bottom three. We got relatively fresh hard tires on Josh Rose's car.
I mean, Josh will be fuming, because I think he stayed out
I
with
actually
the
don't think.
intention of waiting a safety car out, because there's no way it's the fastest strat.
I personally think that he maybe waited out, and this is helping him right now because of the fact that he doesn't have that big of a gap anymore to the people in front. The gap is
But
closed
he
down
was,
considerably, and he is on way fresher tires than everybody else, apart from the
yeah,
people in P1 and P2. He is able to make overtakes now.
that's true. I mean, he still won't be happy. If this happened a lap earlier, he would have been winning the race, right?
Yeah, he probably would have. Also, we got Mikas in chat saying Skibbity Sebby. Hi, Mikas. Great
Good luck,
strategy so
Mikas. Hope
far.
it goes well for you.
Currently looking quite good in P4. The Polish man from Poland.
The Polish man from
How's
Poland.
comms? Yeah, comms is beautiful, Mikas. Comms is really beautiful. We just need to wait for Sausage Joe to get back, and Jelmer pits again. Okay.
How's the race going, man?
Yeah, how's the race going? I mean, P4 for you, with like a P10 qualifying, looks quite good for you at the
A
moment.
little interview mid-race.
Yeah, no.
That's
I mean,
mid.
his
It's
race is
looking
going mid. I mean, he made up a couple positions. Let us quickly swap over
He's on
to the
6 level
position
modes.
changes. Mick is making up 5 positions. Biggest winner in this race so far, the Modern Chicken. Biggest loser in this race, of course, at the moment, Josh Rose. Down in P10, losing 7 positions. Willow, also a really good performance from him. Starting in P7 and going up to P2 is already something that you cannot ignore. Good signing by the Steak Sauber TP Inertia, also known as Bryce. Mika says no pace.
Doxed.
We'll see. Nah, he's actually named Bryce on the Discord server, so it's not really
I know.
doxed.
I wonder if Swifty can salvage anything from this race. I think he's already kind of bottled it, unfortunately.
And something that I'm always doing on these restarts to check. Oh, Sausage Joe safety cars in his lap, so we can start enabling the telemetry.
Oh my goodness!
Josh really pushing the tires to the limit already, because he does want them to be on a nice temperature to be able to get Willow out of his sight. We got a restart going on now. He is weaving a lot to keep the tires warmer.
Tough to decide where you want to go.
Oh, he goes now.
Go.
Willow not really caught sleeping though, but Leo did get a better start on that safety car restart from Sausage Joe. Still behind though, little bit of a tap. Willow though still defending quite nicely. No moves yet done. We got Hydra being extremely close. Nothing going on there. We got Ethan fighting for P13 with Rebzog. Rebzog has to concede that position. Swifty making an overtake. We got a couple of people making overtakes.
Oh, side by side through there. Will they make it through? This is gonna be tricky. This is gonna be tense, and they waited out. That's smart.
That's really smart.
Oh, he's lost wing. He's lost wing.
He's lost the front wing end plate. The left front wing end plate is damaged.
Oh, Swifty's race just goes from bad to worse, and now he has to brake early everywhere. He might just cause some carnage.
Going, oh my god!
Side, and 50 on the inside of Sub
And
once
3
again.
wide!
Oh my goodness! How do they make it fit? I guess they don't. Everyone going off the track. Someone off. That's Jelmer in the wall. That's Subby in the wall. And both of them can continue.
Subby
Wow.
doesn't have damage, it seems. Rapzog doesn't have
VSC.
damage either. It's a VSC for the broken wing of Jelmer. What was that?
3 wide, sector 2 of three wide, second sector of Hungary. I would not have expected that to be a thing, but if any place, then tier 1 midfield is the way.
F1, CRF1, tier 1 midfield is the wildest place on earth. As we got a virtual safety car now, Swifty going into the pits. We got Hugh Paris, welcome to the stream. Go Willow, you're doing great, your debut. Marlboro sending you the support, dude. That is something that we love to see, of course, the support in the chat for the drivers. DRS enabled, virtual safety car is turned off again. Hydroleo really close to Willow throughout the second sector now.
He's watching without audio, SMH.
You can turn on the icon even though you are listening with audio.
No, it's too late. My feelings are hurt. Oh, Parker, 3-second penalty. That's not ideal, as he is in that midfield group where the gaps are so small.
Yeah, the gap behind
Good to see
Ethan.
some following for Willow.
If
though.
Ethan gets a point in CRF1, that is going to be a wake-up call for everybody in CRF3.
And 1.
I mean, no.
Getting beaten by a
CRF3.
CRF3 driver is kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's
No disrespect to Ethan, but I think that
Ethan's
would show
fast,
that the
but-
midfield / lower midfield of tier 1 needs to step the fuck up. But
Yeah.
for now, Willow and Sausage Joe doing what they need to do, which is try and break that DRS to the rest of the field, because they are the 2 mediums. They need that buffer for later.
They
As
probably
Ethan
will.
mid-race just typed to us. How the fuck did he do that?
He said, I agree, yeah. He is playing on
Wait,
controller.
what?
He's playing on controller and probably watches on his phone. The straight is long enough so you're able
How
to
do you-
quickly type.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, some people are fast at typing. DRS already
People
broken between
built
the
different.
two.
That looked
between
like
the
a
two
track
medium
extension by
ones.
Willow, but nothing doing, nothing happening. And
So
Swifty
far,
and
so good.
Jelmer now dead last,
And I'm
which
expecting
means Sub
something
might get
wild.
points.
I'm saying something wild is gonna happen soon. In that last pack of the midfield with a 50 Rapzog, Subby and
Oh yeah.
Ethan. It's quite a dangerous field out there in the back, I must say. Hydra now getting getting a 3-second time penalty, not looking good for him either.
That's a shame. Hydro's doing really well, and that 3-second penalty. I mean, he's still in 9th, but that free position on Parker is now gone.
Yeah.
As Sausage Joe and Willow have broken the DRS now, they will need that for when their tires start going in a lap or 3-4 from now.
Oh, Hydro Leo getting passed by Mikas. They are swapping DRS. No, they are not. They're both not. having
Yeah,
any
they're
DRS
probably
enabled.
trying to do this, being as efficient as possible. They just want to be as close to those medium drivers for that last stint, but they have to understand that now is not the time that they will be faster.
Yeah.
The race will come to them.
Over time. We got some side by
Fast
side actually
chicken.
going on though. Josh Rose nearly side by side with Modern Chicken, but Modern Chicken thinks
Ooh.
better and just leaves it there.
Love the different lines through there and different approaches here. The Red Bull going a bit wide of Jaichu. Gachu?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Jakku.
I don't care.
You're still having question marks. I got the solution. But it is looking quite tough out there for the drivers at the moment.
Yeah, this track is so difficult. One moment of concentration lapse and that happens. Chicken wanting to follow closely, but making a mistake immediately. This track just demands so much. One wrong curb touched, one miss input, and you're just wide or off. And that will immediately cost you DRS, for example. So Swifty getting his 4th, 5th.
Got a battle going on though. Josh Rose against Jakku, both side by side now. Jakku gets the position on Josh Rose, but Josh Rose isn't letting that one go. He is still fighting, gets some deployment out, does make it back into position number 5, but that is not the end for him yet. It is looking good.
Yeah. Josh Rose just doing what he needs to do, which is be in that top group, be on the right tire, be on the right strategy, and just wait for his time to strike. And right now, I think the only person close to him in the championship is Mikas,
Yeah.
who's only 2 positions in front. So
Yeah.
yeah, he can see his main rival. Who's the other main rival? Chicken?
Nope, Bran, who is not here today, but
Bran, who's not here.
Chicken
Okay,
is
yeah, so
currently
the
in 4th
championship's over,
place,
yeah.
and there's a 30-point gap between Chicken and Josh Rose. Jack, who left the
Jachu
session,
is
not
left.
good.
Did he leave or did he DC or?
He probably DC'd, which means he's gonna lose a ton of positions, which invites Ethan up into P10 in a couple of laps time. Let us see if we're able to get onto. He says he's not joining again. Screw his internet.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate, sadly. So we have another person. Oh, we got a little bit of a battle going on over here for P10.
50 finding himself in the points once again, but the old tier 2 driver now fighting the lead tier 3 driver. As a little bit of a drift there for Josh Rose, but that is P4, and now only 1 position behind his main rival.
On those hard tires, I told you he is gonna make up positions over time in the race, and it is starting now. He went from P7 up to P4 in those last 2-3 laps, and Mikas is his next target inside, and that also means the people in front. Sausage Joe and Willow need to be wary of the fresher tires that he has, and the tire compound that he has equipped, so that at the moment, strategy looking to be in Josh Rose's favor. That
he has
safety
the best
car.
tires, but the medium runners will be starting to sweat now as the pace is starting to drop off, and yeah, they still have 11 laps to go. That is very, very tough.
Yeah,
The
50,
tires only getting worse and worse. 50 unable to defend this position, I reckon.
Yeah.
But still in the points, P10.
I think there was a little bit of a touch. That's no front wing lost. But it's still looking quite alright.
I didn't see what happened, but
I saw a little tap. I saw a little tap. Just the teeniest of taps. Still going well for Ethan, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jachu all the way down to 12th, and he will keep losing positions.
Oh, I just noticed Ethan is on medium tires.
That is...
But at 50 is on 14 lap old hard, so he could probably still keep the gap. But that is still going to invite Subby in
the hards will outspeed them basically already now. I mean, look at him pushing him through the corners basically, but he needs to just wait, get that DRS, but just has so much more pace just pushing him through the corners.
Basically pushing, he's losing so much time under this circumstance. But that is going to be fine now as we approach the start-finish straight.
On the main straight.
Getting past Mikas there, yeah.
And now they have started catching the front two by about 2/10. So it has started. The medium is falling off. And that means Josh Rose again in prime position. Nice helmet, by the way.
Yeah, it really fits
color.
The Williams.
Yeah, I think he matched that pretty well, but yeah, now already 3-4 tenths gained this lap, and we're only in sector 2. I think the mediums have started to die out, and that means Josh Rose once again is in the prime position to win another race and seal this championship almost. Unless anything weird happens, obviously. F50!
Oh, F50!
No!
That
buddy.
just enables Sub to get a bit further ahead. And that means finally the first person outside of Josh Rose getting points for the Williams team this season.
I'd like to see Sub get a point. It's been a tough road for him. And he's been struggling for a while, but you know, working hard, and the coaching at least helping. He's up into the points. He'd be on 8th right now. He's 8th.
Yeah, and the P3 already caught up now to Willow. They are in DRS range. And he's just gaining time on Willow.
Yeah, those mediums are dead. That's crazy. They just gained like 1.5 seconds that lap.
Mika's lost about 3 seconds after that about 3/10 now after that overtake.
Yeah,
They were around 3/10, but Josh Rose really making those tires work that he has.
he's probably taking some ERS, knowing that this is this is not the place to overtake anyway.
Fridge tired, fridge sleepy.
Always pretty tired. But looking good for Josh and Mika's here. And Sausage Joe and Willow, if they're losing 1.5 seconds on pure pace now, imagine what it's going to happen later. Rapsaw getting a track limit penalty. I thought it was Sausage Joe as it happened while he was extending. But he's fine for now. This is a good perspective as well, because I was in this position yesterday. But then with 2 lap even older mediums. I got bailed out by another safety car though.
Oh!
These guys not so lucky, getting pushed around the corner as Willow defends that position for now. Sausage Joe still on the outside, and Josh Rose cannot make the move happen. He got boxed in. Very smart driving there from Willow to block the inside, and with Sausage Joe basically covering the outside, that boxed in Josh Rose. He couldn't go anywhere, and he couldn't make the move stick.
He just couldn't. He didn't make it happen. That was the prime opportunity to get between Sausage Joe and Willow. He was able to make a threat, but he didn't go through with it. So we are going through the tight section in Sector 2 now. They are close behind. We are on board with Willow, currently in first position. If it stays this way, Willow is winning the race. That was a Will Buxton type of comment, I just noticed.
If you finish first, that means the other drivers finish behind you.
To finish first you have to finish.
But if they can keep doing the way they blocked last time, they could keep him behind, theoretically speaking. But
is Sausage Joe on the same race IQ as Josh Rose? No, they're going 3 wide!
Oh, Josh Rose all the way around the outside of both of them, but again gets blocked, and this time it leaves Sausage Joe to take the position. No, he can't. He goes back to the racing line and just about keeps that position, and again Josh Rose denied for P2 or P1.
Yeah, the race IQ from Willow and Sausage Joe in this race is just a bit too high for Josh Rose at this very moment. Not able to make the overtake stick into turn 1, with Mika still close behind, and every single time they do anything, Mika's is just inching closer and closer to take back his P3 spot that he lost.
Yeah, and Hyder Leo is caught back up into this group fully now as well, so it's suddenly a 5-man fight. And Parker closing in as well. This medium group, as long as these two are leading, the rest of the field gets closer each second as well.
Yeah, we could constantly just stay on the rear wing of Willow because it's going to be so exciting into the next straight. Yet again, we are going back onto the start-finish straight. Willow takes a bit of a wider line for a better exit.
Oh, he's
and
got
that
a
is
great
gonna
exit.
now
Sausage Joe has to go defensive, maybe.
No, he does
it's
not.
Looking pretty tricky.
But they're going 3 wide again, it seems. They are going 3 wide again.
Yeah.
This time it's Josh Rose on the inside. That means better exit for Willow. Willow doing his best. Willow trying to go to the outside. Gets blocked a little bit by Josh Rose. Everything's still legal, though, from the looks of it. Mika's now. Mika's with the dive. He makes a little bit of contact. Pushes him out wider than he has to. And now Willow. Oh, no!
Is Mika still alive? Yes, he is. Oh my god. He got pushed all the way off. I think the 2 tires just got locked together. But that will not leave Mika's very happy. Crazy contact there. The fact they both lived is a miracle. And Josh Rose up to second.
Yeah, and Mika's down into P5. Hyder Leon on the podium. Mika's luckily, though, no damage sustained from the looks of it.
Yeah, this does guarantee almost that Josh will win this race unless Hyder Leo can follow. If Josh can, if it's only Josh that overtakes on this next DRS straight, he's won the race. Because he can just drive away by a second easily, and then he's just out of DRS for the rest of the field.
Yeah.
So Hyder Leo, crucial for him to join Josh here in overtaking Sausage Joe. Otherwise, it's the race basically over.
And that's
Will
race
he
basically
make the move? He will make
over.
the late launch, and he does get all the way on the inside. Does he get better traction with his newer tires? I would imagine he does, and he does. And so he still salvages this race, and he could get his first win of the season, I reckon. I think. Is it his first? Would he win his first? Did Leo win a race?
Leo? No, so far Leo has not won a race in CRF yet, I think.
Well,
I'm
would be a
quite
cool
certain
one.
of it. I can actually, in the meantime, I can quickly check if he has. Bear with
4.5
me
laps
one
remaining. It's
singular
going to be tricky
moment.
with Mika still behind Willow, so did not find a way through on the last DRS straight either, and that will severely hurt his chances of competing for this win. As Hydra and someone else got a 3-second at the same time, so I'm guessing they followed each other's line.
And I can confirm, Hydra Leo has never won yet in CRF.
Well, what a day to be your first. What better opportunity than to beat the most probable next champion of CRF1 in a one-on-one. Swifty getting his 5th or 6th track limit penalty of the day as Mikas finally makes the move stick on Willow. No, Willow.
He does not. They are still side by side going through the straight of turn 2 and now into turn 3. Mikas goes for another dive. It doesn't look as if he keeps it behind Willow still. He's not able to make that overtake, and he crucially loses time towards the front of the pack. He might get P3, but that's about it.
Yeah, Mikas, I'm imagining not a very happy Polish man behind that wheel, as Willow defending very well, but obviously aside from that contact moment, not sure what happened there, but that defending here with such old tires is really crucial and very impressive. And Josh Rose has cleared DRS from Hyder Leo.
Yeah, he has.
So that might have sealed the race after all. As this little group is still together.
Hydra Leo crucially lost DRS.
But again, he has the same issue as Josh Rose had for the lead before.
Hydra Leo has lost DRS to Josh Rose, so at the moment Josh Rose has sealed his victory. Those fresher tires really making a huge difference. He counted on a safety car probably, and he got the safety car as well. But Willow now on the move, tries to get into Sausage Joe's head, constantly defends for Mikas as well, but it looks to be over for Willow. Willow now getting dove down the inside, taps Sausage Joe. They're side by side again.
No,
this corner was bad
not again,
for the last time, but this time it goes good.
They just about live, but yeah.
This is gonna be infuriating for Mikas.
Yeah, he has so much more pace, but Willow gets DRS, and whenever he moves outside or like to the right to try and overtake Willow, he no longer gets slipstream while Willow does, and suddenly Willow has more top speed, and then Willow goes for a move on Sausage Joe.
Mikas,
it's just a mess, and Mikas gets the worst of it.
Yeah, but
he just can't do anything unless Willow has a better has better traction here and makes the move earlier. He can follow, but
it
now
isn't over yet though. Parker in the back is also catching up, might be a threat to Mikas in a second or two. But now we need to see if there is going to be anything happening now. Nope, nothing is. So the first opportunity of an overtake is basically gone. Mikas really needs to find pace so he's able to catch P3.
and Mikas looking left, right, swerving everywhere, trying to find any angle to go for a move, but knows here it's definitely not possible. And look at that, Chicken has caught up by like 3 seconds over the last few laps to this little group, and Mikas is still stuck here. Has a little bit of contact there as well, I'm pretty sure I saw.
Mikas is just getting frustrated now. This is not the place where he wanted to finish. It should have been a P3 or even a P2 for him, but no. That bit of contact earlier through turn 3.
Pushing him through the corners. Will he try a move in a random place? The answer is no. And look, the Modern Chicken is just gonna be inside the DRS here.
in
He's
a
gonna
second.
catch if he has a better exit here. No,
It doesn't
not quite.
seem like it. So the last lap is starting now. We got the DRS enabled for both
Oh, he's got a
Willow
good exit this
and
time, though.
Mikas.
Mikas has a good exit this time. Will he be able to make the move stick this time around? No. Maybe late braking. No. Mikas
Takes a really
backs
bad
out
line
again.
through the corner, which also means he's not going to be able to make an overtake here due to the DRS that Willow also has now. Is Willow going to make a move on Sausage Joe? No, he is not. He's happy where he is. Mikas now going around the outside.
No, that doesn't work.
Doesn't work for him though. Mikas extremely frustrated right behind Willow, who's running a medium. Is he going side by side? Yes, he is going side by side, but he's backing out. Mikas really wants to get past Willow to maybe even catch out Sausage Joe, but he first needs to pass Willow. Willow putting on a brilliant defensive end to the race. Wow.
Yeah, great defending as Hydra gets past Parker for 7th, as they all have pens, so I'm not sure who has how many pens, but we'll all see that after the race. Maybe we should go to the leader who is gonna finish the race in around 2 corners.
Yeah, he is
As
going
he
to.
did, once again, the perfect race. Even with the safety car on a random timing, he does come around the final corner to win the Hungarian Grand Prix. P2 for Rosso Hydra Leo as Swifty crashes over the line, getting lapped in the final corner.
Mikas got
Sausage
past
showed
Willow.
impressive P3, and Mikas does overtake. Oh, wait. Willow lost a few positions on the final few corners.
Yeah, he did, but now F50 is gonna get past the start-finish straight.
And he will get a point. But
Sub!
so will
He's
Sub.
got a point!
Unreal. Driver of the day. And
Oh,
unfortunate. Ethan just outside the points. Mediums just didn't hold up. Rabzog pitted for fast slap. Does he get it?
nope.
Maybe he got it earlier already. I actually didn't see.
Yeah, let us
What
quickly.
about Jelmer?
If we
Did
already
he do anything special?
Swifty has the
Doesn't look
fastest
like
lap
it.
currently.
Oh, Swifty has it. Okay.
But yeah,
Well, it is an unfortunate race for Swifty, down in 15th. But had the pace. He was up in P2 for a long time. Just a lot
Yeah.
of track limits and a few mistakes. But yeah,
still P11.
great race from Josh Rose. Does whatever he needs to do to win the championship. And yeah, this win might just seal it, to be honest. 20 points more away from Bran. And yeah, Chicken, I think, finished like P5, P6.
Yeah, Josh Rose though on the top step of the podium with Hydra Leo in P2 and Sausage Joe in P3. Good performance from those three. The defensive driving of Willow was insane to watch, but he lost it out in the end to not grab P4 anymore, which is now, I think, property of Mikas. But that's
Yeah, he finally gets that P4 he fought so hard for, but
this
don't think he'll be very happy with that, Solus.
crucially at this moment a 10-point difference for this race alone in the points gained between Mikas and Josh Rose. Nothing that Josh Rose would have wanted. He would have wanted less points for Mikas, but Josh Rose maximized everything that he was able to get. And we have the final standings of the race. Let me quickly go through the race director before anybody else just goes over.
Yeah, Josh Rose, I mean, everything he touches turns into goal, it seems, this season.
Yeah, but of course,
Just enjoying a good form.
first position, Josh Rose got the win after a really, in the beginning, thought of a really questionable strategy choice, which got him the win on those fresher tires. Hydra Leo in second, Sausage Joe in third to round out the podium. We got Mikas in P4, Willow after a beautiful defensive drive, still P5 with Modern Chicken in P6, P7 goes to Parker, and P8 to Hydra, with a 50 in P9, and rounding out the top 10 for the points is Sub. Sub getting 1 point, which is really nice to see. Ethan Tier 3 driver barely closely behind in P11 with Rabzok in P12, Jelmer in P13 causing that last virtual safety car. Jakku in P14 sadly losing connection, Swifty getting the fastest lap in P15, Martin Varga DNFing and Jack retiring in the pits. That was
crazy race.
Intense.
Yeah, well, round 5, we're halfway through the season.
Halfway through, and Josh Rose takes the lead by a huge margin.
Yeah.
This season at the moment looks quite dominated by one driver, which usually with the new point system we have hasn't happened yet, at least not in Tier 1. But yeah, I would like to
Time to go to
say
tier 0.
tier 0. Yeah, we gotta open it. We gotta open it. CRF0 has to happen. Nah, but let us quickly thank every single one of you watching. Really appreciate all of you. And we, of course, also appreciate each and every single one of our sponsors who makes this possible, including Track Titan, Moza Racing, Saley, Pitlane Prince, Xedax, Fiverr, NordVPN, 3D Rap, Rogue Energy, Dubby. Yeah, that was the last, sorry. Yeah, and Dubby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. And if you can't have enough of this racing and you want to join, there's a Discord link in our bio, I think, for our Twitch.
It's a green button that you can click.
Absolutely. That sounds great. And otherwise, we are here tomorrow, same time for tier 3 that are also driving Hungary, I believe. Or did they already?
Yeah. No.
And then
tier 3
otherwise,
is-
Saturday we drive tier 2 in Austria. And otherwise, next week, same time, same place, we'll be streaming the CRF1 Austrian Grand Prix.
Yeah. Of course, Saturday is going to be the first day that is going to be streamed. In CRF2, we're Freach's driving, so if you want to see a bit of just a little nice cooling refrigerating unit driving around the track, you can do that there.
Yeah, buddy.
Won a lot of races, got
Yeah.
a good amount of poles in his hand, so yeah, will definitely be an exciting season on that part as well. Yeah, other than that, thanks each and everyone for watching, and we'll see you the next day.
Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.